All right, ladies, welcome to the 90-day Lean and Firm program. So let's go over just some of the exercises and what you'll be seeing here in this video. This first exercise is a leg squat. This one is performed on a Smith machine just because there was no actual squat rack available. So you want to keep your feet and legs nice and wide, wider than shoulder width. The point of the squat is to hit the inner thighs. The point of the whole workout today for day one is to just hit those inner thighs. So you want to make sure that you squat down as far as your body will allow you to. You want to make sure that you're pointing those toes out, and you want to try to do it in a controlled manner, as you can see here on video. This set actually was a pretty perfect set. You want to go down and straight up. You want to pull your body, your hips in and squeeze a little bit to hit those glutes. Other than that, this set is perfect. All right, so this is something I didn't mention at the beginning of this. The point of the squat, not only of this exercise, is to hit your inner thighs, but when you're doing a squat, you want to push your hips back as far as possible before sitting straight down. So that was a modification we made in that exercise. The leg extension machine here is your next exercise. And as you notice, she's pointing her toes out, which will hit those inner thighs. The leg extension itself will hit the lower quads, but the foot position or the toe position will determine what part of that quad you'll hit. And since today is inner thigh day, we have our toes pointed out to hit those inner thighs. Make sure you go all the way down and all the way back up. Our next exercise here is a modification of our one leg, straight leg deadlift. We're touching the ball here. This is a modification for those who can't go all the way to the floor due to balance issues. Uh, our model here, Bianca, actually did do both. I just unfortunately didn't put the second part where she's touching the floor in this video, but it'll be in the next one. And so that is supersetted with a jump squat. And remember, with a jump squat, you want to explode up through your hips and explode out through those toes to get a high jump. This next exercise is the frog jump. We're in the studio and we're jumping all the way down and all the way back. She's using her hands to help give her that extension and that explosion forward. All right, so our next exercise here is the frog bend. The frog bend is an exercise that some of you probably have never heard of or even seen before, but it also works the inner thighs. It can be done on a Smith machine or an upside down leg press machine, but that most of the time we don't have those in our gyms. So this exercise, you want to make sure that you're bringing those knees out as far as possible, like you're trying to bring them back into your armpits. And you want to go all the way down and again, all the way back up, squeezing those quads, squeezing those glutes, making sure that we are working that inner thigh muscle. Our next exercise here is the plank side to side bend. This here will work your hips, works your inner thighs, but it's mostly a combination exercise where you work your core and you work your hips. Our next exercise here is a modified V-up where you're holding your legs straight in the air. And the point here is not to reach and touch your shins, but the point is to reach up and touch your toes to work those middle and inner abs. Our last exercise here is the side to side or knee to elbow plank. This exercise is again a core exercise where you're working your obliques, lower abs, and your core in general.